the series of Japanese urban legends. 3 real-life anime characters. Japan has a world-class culture of animation. Animation, which developed uniquely in Japan and was created with technology that cannot be easily imitated, is still exploding in popularity around the world, with its fascinating stories and numerous unique characters. However, there are some characters in anime that are said to have existed in real life. Today, we would like to introduce 3 characters that are said to have existed in this world. Number 1. Godzilla. Godzilla is famous for its powerful battle scenes in which giant monsters fight each other at the same time, and is one of Japan's most popular animated films, with remakes and merchandise sold not only in Japan but around the world. However, there are rumors that Godzilla, with its huge body that makes you look up, eyes that make you stiffen at the mere sight of it, and fearless cry, may actually exist. It was described in the report of an observer who went to Antarctica in 1958. When the screw of the ship they were on at the time was damaged and they had to evacuate, they jumped into the sea. In the sea, they saw a huge black object floating on the surface of the sea. A dark epidermis, a huge body with a head alone about 80 centimeters long. As the entire crew looked on, the object turned and stared at them and then left. As to how they felt at the time, they said, "When I looked into his eyes, I felt like I shouldn't move. I knew if I moved, I would be killed." After that, a team of investigators went to the site, but they did not see any object that looked like it and found no evidence of it. After all, we still don't know the truth, but if they are real, they may wake up and attack the world we live in as we continue to experiment in the ocean. Number 2. Ryomen Sukuna. Ryomen Sukuna is a boss character appearing in the hit anime series, Jujutsu Kaisen, which is currently being serialized in a very popular series. He has the margin of overwhelming strength, and captivates his readers, but in fact, there are still texts that describe that Ryomen Sukuna actually existed in Japan. The text exists in the book, Nihon Shoki, Chronicles of Japan. Ryomen Sukuna actually existed in the area called Hida, in the northern part of present-day Gifu Prefecture. He has faces on both the front and back of his head, and a total of 8 limbs to attack his enemies. He was an excellent swordsman, and handled 2 bows and arrows simultaneously with his 4 arms. He was feared by the people for his hobby of attacking and plundering the common people, and it is said that he was so powerful that even the kings of the time were afraid of him. In the end, all the soldiers gathered at the king's command, attacked and defeated him, and he left this world. Today, this is an unthinkable scene, but if it had existed, one would expect it to have had the same overwhelmingly strong margins as in the cartoon. I encourage anyone interested to check it out. Number 3. Demon Slayer Corps. Demon Slayer Corps is the organization that defeats the demons that appear in the soon-to-be-released movie, Demon Slayer. They are warriors who slay demons with a Japanese sword, their bodies, and their well-honed swordsmanship. However, did you know that the Demon Slayer Corps was modeled after a stage in Old Japan? The name is Byakutai, often known as the White Tiger Unit. The Byakutai was a unit formed in Aizu, now Fukushima Prefecture. It was composed of young samurai, no more than 20 years old, whose main role was to escort the boss and protect the castle. In times of emergency, they participated in battles and overwhelmed the enemy. With their organizational skills and vital young force, their end was a battle with the new government forces on August 23, 1868. At the time, Japan was in the midst of a revolution, and the struggle between the old and new armies was ongoing. The new army, using the latest type of weaponry, over time, gained the upper hand in the battle and drove the old army back. At the time, the Byakutai, which was in charge of defending Aizu Castle, was also facing an onslaught by the new government forces, and although they were in a poor position, they managed to endure the onslaught. However, they fell into the ruse of the new government forces, and burned the castle town. which they were defending, and they were also attacked and had to evacuate. Later, it is said that they all took their own lives. After witnessing the occupation of Azu Castle, it is rumored that this Byakutai was the model for the Demon Slayer Corps. But the truth is unknown because the author does not make public statements. However, there are several descriptions in the work that remind one of the Byakutai. So it seems highly plausible. If anyone knows the truth, we would appreciate your information in the comments section. How was it? In this article, we have explained the urban legends of characters in anime. But there are many more characters that we can introduce. If there is a character you are interested in, please subscribe to our channel and give us a high rating followed by a comment in the comments section. See you again in the next video.